the March 22nd, 2022 meeting of the Board of Managers for the LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau. May we have the roll call, please?
What we do, Martha? Laura's not here.
Yes, please.
Okay. Becky Greenlaw.
Here.
Pat Harris.
Here.
Leanne Jones. Martha King.
Here.
Corinne Myers.
Here.
Adam Konechny. Laura Krentz. Mike Seitz.
Here.
Doug Waters.
Here.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have any public comments at this time? No public? Okay, moving right along. You've had an opportunity to review your minutes for the February 22nd meeting. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Martha King and a second by Doug Waters. Any questions? Those in favor say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's got to call the vote. Remember the new procedure?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Roll call vote. That's right. So we'll need, with that, we'll need a roll call vote.
The motion has been made by Martha and seconded by Doug Waters. Becky Greenlaw.
Aye.
Pat Harris.
Aye.
Corinne Myers.
Aye.
Leanne Jones. Martha King.
Aye.
Adam Konechny. Laura Krentz. Mike Seitz.
Aye.
Doug Waters.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. With that, for my report, I'm just only going to have the opportunity to tell you all that I did receive a call from Craig Dwight acknowledging that he received the plaque that we presented at last month's meeting to him for his outstanding contributions to the community in support of what we do here at the Tourism Bureau. And just like I said, the community as a whole, not just the Tourism Bureau, but so many different ways he personally, as the CEO of Horizon Bank, has done a lot, and he was thrilled at the plaque. He thought it was a very nice presentation and wanted to convey his thanks to us for giving it to him and that honor of being recognized. So just wanted to share that with you. Treasurer's report.
Okay, so claims for February. We have total accounts payable of $94,397.80. Total payroll, $41,548.10. For a grand total of $135,945.90. And we also have the checking account reconciliation and the balance sheet for approval.
You all received that in your email?
Motion to approve is read.
Second.
A motion by Doug Waters and a second by Martha King to approve the financials as presented. May we have the roll call vote, please?
Pat Harris.
Aye.
Corinne Myers. Aye. Leanne Jones. Martha King.
Aye.
Adam. Laura Krentz. Mike Seitz.
Aye.
And Doug Waters.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And Becky Greenlaw.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You start first and then end last.
Okay, we have approval of the treasurer's report as presented. And that brings us to our CEO report.
All right.
Mr. Arnett.
Oh, great. That's got a fairly short report this month. Operational finance, not a lot of changes since last month. I'm going to let the committees talk about a couple things, but I think we did a really good job of getting everybody updated last month. We all felt real good, got a lot of good comments about that. We did follow up the presentation that Dan gave from NITDC. We're going to be giving to the county council on the 28th with regards to the ARP dollars that our regional group has applied for the toll road billboard campaign. It's been a while since we talked about that. So basically what happened is our regional tourism group had applied for some ARP money to do a campaign on the toll road, utilizing the billboards that are out there. So Linda's real excited about our portion of that. If it happens, so we'll be presenting on the 28th to the county council, and hopefully that'll get approved, and we'll be able to start that project. It'll be a regional project from state to state. It'll go all the way across the toll road, and several other counties will be involved. It won't just be LaPorte. Same process is happening in other counties to get ARP dollars there also. But for example, if when we start, LaPorte was the first one out of the gate, so all of the messaging that we work with through these dollars will be LaPorte County messaging, even though it'll go from end to end on the toll road. And then that's the way the others will come in with their messaging when they come in. So that's kind of exciting to be able to move forward with that. We do have a staff meeting today, and we're kicking off the new year with moving into our kind of our new pillar system that we worked under in the past. That's part of the plans that you all approved. So I don't know, Amy, if you got anything that you want to update on heads and beds to the board today, given kind of how early we are in that process?
I had just a couple of things.
Yeah, good.
I just want to let you know that we finalized our exit 39 and 49 ads, hotels and vacation rental ads in the toll road visitors guide. We print and distribute 100,000 along the toll road, so we're done with that. That'll be out in April, so we'll share that when those come out. We sent out a quarterly newsletter about a week ago, and that included an inspired stays blog, so featured our local hotels in that. That's housed on our website as well, if anybody's ever interested in looking at that. We're planning in-person visits in April, so again, looking forward to that. We also plan to attend Beach Walk Vacation Rentals is having a parade of homes on Sunday, April 24th from noon to 3 p.m. and that's open to the public. So if anybody would like to attend that, we'll be there. So I'll share that. That's it.
Great. Questions there. Linda, would you like to give the community action report?
Yes, and as all of you came in this morning, you noticed we had a banner up for Naomi Anderson, and I'm happy to say the event was this weekend. 3 of the family members flew in from San Francisco and were here for the presentation. As cold and wet as it was out there Saturday, we had a very good attendance, and then everyone went to the Lebesnick Center for the Arts for some snacks and further presentations as well. The Times yesterday had a very nice article with the family in it in their paper yesterday, so if you get a chance you can go online and take a look. But once again, it was a very, very nice ceremony, and once again the community participation was awesome, and Dale Cooper had a big part of this along with the other committee members, so we're real excited about that. As Amy was giving her hotel update, you saw in the newspaper a couple weeks ago about the You Are Beautiful property and the plan there for hotel and condos. Very upscale. Last year, a group of us went to Pittsburgh to visit the group who already had some property done. It was very impressive. They were very excited about coming to Michigan City. So we're looking at probably another 180 rooms once that facility is done. So as we know, we do need more rooms, and this is going to be an awesome opportunity, especially sitting right there on the You Are Beautiful property. So we're really excited about that. And then community-wise, like Amy said, we've done our newsletter and so on, but also I'll just mention 5 of us just got back last Wednesday from the Indiana Tourism Conference that was held in Noblesville, Indiana. And the great part about that, and I'll just pass the booklet around, is that there are several sessions that go on throughout the day, and with the number of us that were there, we were all able to spread out and participate and have a chance to experience and be able, actually we were all in the same vehicle coming back home, so there was a lot of conversation going on. But it was a great conference. 217 was the max for that. In the past, we've had 240. The last time we did have an in-person conference was 2019, just as COVID was starting. So we all felt really good about the number. People were so excited just to have a chance to see each other face to face. They had some vendors there and so on. So I think they did an excellent job this year with the conference. And next year's conference will be held in Elkhart, Indiana. So we're happy for the short drive. And then in July, our Destinations International Conference will be held in Toronto, Canada. So Amy and I will be attending that conference, and Amy will continue getting her courses so that she can move on to her CDME. So we're excited about that and keep Amy on course with her certification. And other than that, it's just been, we're back on the radio again, so you're going to hear more spots with us, bringing partners on board and so on. So it's early in the year, but we've, I think, accomplished a lot between getting the plans approved by the board, our newsletters, toll road guide. Next thing we're working on is our 2021 community report, so that should be out by our next board meeting. That's all I have.
Oh, great, thanks, Linda. Pretty busy. There won't be any blue chip update today, and before I get into the 3 county partners that we have, effective partners, Rick, did you have any updates you want to give us on the race?
No, nothing really has changed since we met last February. Just continue to talk with Smitty and Michelle, get everything in place there. And this is just that time of year that they'll start firing up in May. I think you remember last year I went to the Daytona Beach, and they had the first aquacross race. We just wanted to figure out what we had to do. We're not going to do that this year. There's no reason to do that. But yeah, both of those contracts are in place. The aquacross, and yeah, pretty soon, Katie and I are going to have. Well, I don't know if you were going to talk about those meetings.
Please go ahead.
Well, we're going to, probably in April, May, and June, we'll have 3 meetings, kind of like what we did a blue chip, just to kind of meet with some of our first responders, our steering committee, tell them about the new updates that we talked about in that meeting, and it's just waiting for the time to come down, to get them done.
Yeah, the plan with these series of breakfast meetings with our community partners is to get folks bought into the idea that we got some changes, understanding some of the VIP changes, understanding some of the parking changes. A lot of things we had to tweak a little bit this year because of the numbers and the expected numbers. So we're going to start that early and try to take advantage of that time and sell VIP tickets too, because as you know, we got a lot with that extra couple hundred VIP tickets that we brought in. This will give us more of a chance to.
What's the total capacity again?
1,000 on VIP. Yeah.
And those tickets go on sale April 1st.
Yeah, we're going to finalize that this morning when this meeting's done, but yeah, they'll be going out real quick. So thank you, Rick. So let me move into, the FEMC report. Susie's not here. I'm going to read a couple things that she emailed over this morning. She actually had kind of a last-minute change in her schedule this morning. So she's got a new sign that Horizon Bank put in. They'll start construction on that next week. That's the plan. The improvements on the grounds are already taking place, including the new landscaping of the walk-in and the entryway in downtown concession row. I guess they must be doing some upgrades there, which is great. Exterior painting, the several buildings has started. The asphalt walkways are being planned and laid out right now. And lastly, she says that we'll be advertising in mid-May for they're going to do a community garage sale out there. So that's her report. And Terry's not here from Michigan City, but Brett is here from LaPorte.
Sure. So we got a lot going on in LaPorte as usual when we report at these meetings. On this week on Friday, we have the Youth Service Bureau fundraiser trivia night. On Saturday, we're hosting the Collective Artisan Market from 10 to 4. On April 16th, we have another concert, the Midnight Rider. It's an Allman Brothers tribute band. We'll start at 8:30 approximately with opening act at Concho's starting at 7. Doors are going to open at 6 for that. On May 14th, the Civic Concert Series presents an AC/DC tribute band out of Louisville, Kentucky called Thunderstruck. It's one of the best in the Midwest. Opening for them will be a ZZ Top tribute band out of Chicago called Eliminator. They come equipped with the facial hair that everybody knows ZZ Top for, the long beards and everything, and it's going to be a great show. Doors are going to open at 6 that day. The concert will start at 7 with Eliminator taking the stage. All the proceeds from that stay with the Civic. That's with the Civic Concert Series. We're excited for that. Tables are selling quickly. We're already half sold out. They've been on market for 4 days. So really excited about that event. And then on May 27th, we have the top Dave Matthews tribute band in the Midwest, or a lot of people will say the whole country. Trippin' Billy's coming in. They played venues such as House of Blues in Chicago and Nashville. They're outstanding. We're hoping to get an opening act for them. That's through a Frank Show production. Hoping that will start at 7, with Trippin' Billy's taking the stage around 8:30. For both of those May events, we're going to bring in a few picnic tables for the outside and a few food trucks, enhance the experience a little bit. So we're really excited about those things. In regards to the downtown, we're currently talking with the Healthcare Foundation of LaPorte about improving and adding to the farmers market. We set our opening date for the farmers market of Saturday, May 28th. It's going to run through Saturday, October 22nd. Currently accepting vendor applications. You can go online or to our Facebook social media page to find out more information. Then on May 6th, we're bringing in the Friday Night Live events downtown. That will be, the initial one is Taco Fest. We moved it to be a little closer to Cinco de Mayo. We think it'll be a lot of fun. We'd like to thank Arnett Construction for being our main sponsor again this year. Very excited about that event. We already have several food trucks lined up, so it's going to be a great time. And that will start at 6 o'clock in the area we call the Stitch, which is Monroe Street between State and Lincoln Way.
Good deal. Thank you.
Brett, does the city have a downtown coordinator?
Kind of. That would be myself. Instead of just being the downtown coordinator, I'm the LaPorte events director now. Through the city kind of copied, I don't want to say copied. City followed Jack's lead with the CBB and calling me events director, and so now they've moved a lot of the LaPorte events under the Civic in my leadership. So we're also working on the movie nights as well. I haven't announced them yet, but I'm currently going to do at least 2, maybe 3. One of the things with those downtown movie nights, and Mike, you'll vouch for this, those were started to attract people to the downtown area. That's kind of grown and moved to where we're doing it in like Keston Park and one at the Civic or Fox Park. So we're just trying to
Didn't they buy a portable? Did you buy a
yes,
portable?
we have a portable screen that the mice find very attractive. So we've been working on, and I think Jack can relate to this from some of the Pop Warner inflatables. Those things apparently like the taste of rubber plastic.
Wow.
So we're doing a little bit of patching on that, but we do have a portable screen, and we are hoping to do a few different things. And we've even talked about possibly using that screen at the Civic as well, and maybe doing a viewing at Hoosiers or something and tie it into the NIBC. There's a few things we're like looking at doing that some other communities have done throughout Indiana, and it's quite a good idea.
So there's no Main Street director?
No, currently, the closest thing we have on Main Street right now in LaPorte would be the Downtown Coalition, which Charity, I'm not going to pronounce her last name correct, Albasa, I think it is the coordinator for that, and April Kelly down at Roario. So the Downtown Business Coalition is working on those type of things, but they're trying to expand throughout the entire city, not just the downtown area, and we do have some representation on their board as well. I'm a liaison for the city on that board, and both Amy and Jamie Arnold represent the city of LaPorte on that as well. So we feel like we're moving in the right direction. We're going to have a few growing pains this year, but we're doing the best we can.
I didn't realize I haven't gone that long.
It's an exciting project, and it's good for the Civic, I think, and good for the city that we have all of our events under one umbrella now, so we can communicate. And one of the great things we've done through here in our connections is Terry and, oh wow, my brain just fried.
Susie?
Susie, thank you. It's been a long day.
Already?
Wow.
All those dates I could rattle off, but I love Susie's name. But Terry and Susie and I had met a couple times to coordinate calendars. So within the county of LaPorte, we're not duplicating or competing with each other.
That's great.
We're helping
That's
each other
great.
run things and
Get more
it's a very
organizations to
good
do that.
That was the goal.
that we wouldn't have without
Yeah.
the CDD.
I'm really happy.
So
You don't have an event on April 1st?
we do not. That was moved by the producer.
Oh, wasn't the Almond?
Yeah, we moved that to April 16th and then
okay.
rescheduled the Visions of Santana
Okay,
to help him out a little bit as well.
okay.
Yep.
Brett, what would you say your capacity right now is for the Civic? I mean, as far as...
Depending on how we set up, like, you know, because
No, I don't mean facility-wise, I mean scheduling-wise for like the year. Would you say you're just out
funny
to...
you should ask. Pretty much, we're booked.
You know-
We have a little bit of availability in the summer, but with the lack of air conditioning, which we are working on rectifying, like we have a meeting with a contractor next week to solicit some information in adding HVAC and air through the ARP funds. And also a seat replacement. So it'll be a little more comfortable while we're watching the best players in the country play next year.
Yeah.
We are working on that, but honestly, like my September, October, we have some openings Labor Day weekend and Christmas, which we probably won't book, and that's pretty much about it. We've actually kind of gotten out over our skis a little bit, and we've double and triple booked weekends to try to accommodate people coming.
I think
to
it's
us.
very important for the community to know that, so
Absolutely.
they understand the impact, you know, your position, for instance, has had on filling that place, because I know that a few years ago, that was not the case.
And you know, Pat, that's kind of a bit of a misnomer. The facility was used, but it was used for smaller events.
Well,
And it was used for like weddings and things that the public doesn't really hear about. We're kind of transitioning, I think, to more a entertainment and tourism destination, which I think is very important. I mean, as we all know, being here, you know, heads and beds, all those things, like during the NIBC tournament, during even the Pink Floyd concert we had that Echoes in Pompeii in January. We had people staying at the Holiday Inn Express, we had people staying at the Blue Heron Inn. I mean, it does draw people into the area. Like our second leading ticket purchaser, according to the Eventbrite sales program we use, is Chicago. And a lot of those guys want to stay in. Like it goes LaPorte, Chicago, Michigan City, usually at our ticket sales, for like where they're being purchased at by zip code. So it's kind of interesting to see.
good.
I'm a little surprised by that. But we're definitely picking up steam, and I think it's time for a developer to build another full service hotel in our area.
Oh, okay. This is the guy that talks.
Yeah, Graham, all of
He and
that.
Linda, they can make magic happen.
That concludes my report.
Oh, okay, all right. Next, we have on our schedule for, to discuss our lease renewal. Any updates?
We don't have any updates yet. We haven't heard anything back from the landlord at this time.
We're okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
That's all we,
We're not gonna get kicked out.
the next thing on the agenda is to just have you all acknowledge and approve the job description and salary range for the new position of CEO, Chief Executive Officer, Jack Arnett. We voted on him filling that position last month, and then we just wanted to review the job description. You all received a copy of it, and I would just, at this point, ask for a motion to approve it as presented to you.
Motion.
We have a motion by Becky Greenlaw and a second by Doug Waters. Any discussion on the job description? Hearing none, I'll call for a roll call vote.
Corinne Myers. Aye. Margaret King. Aye. Mike Seitz.
Hey.
Doug Waters.
Aye.
Becky Greenlaw.
Aye.
Pat Harris.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you for that. And as I said last month, Jack has certainly earned this position, and we're happy to have a Chief Executive Officer for LaPorte County. I think our county deserves that position, and I know that Jack will do an outstanding job because he has an outstanding team behind him that makes sure he dots the I's and crosses the T's, and we'll make sure he does everything else. Okay, Great Lakes Grand Prix, title sponsor.
Yeah, Katie, you want to let them know the most recent update we got?
Yeah, so I just heard from our sponsor last night, and he's been out of town lately, so he is expecting next week to have the contract signed and turned in and finalized, so we're really looking forward to that.
Are we privy to announce him at this time, or legal?
I don't, probably not.
Not really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to clarify though, he just simply said he was out of town. He did receive, Katie sent him all of the modifications that were recommended by council, and he's had plenty of time to look at it. He's just a busy guy, and his notes are very short. I'm traveling. I think he said he's in Boston till midweek, but he said I'm signing. I'll make something to that effect.
Yes, he said it's signed and sent back to us by next week.
Yeah, that's what he said. And I think as far as deadlines go, all the deliverables that we're required to deliver, we still have time to do that.
Okay. Good. Okay. Under new business, we have appreciation presentation to Mcmea.
Yeah, this is a fun one here. As you know, it takes the village to put on this race that we put on. It takes the community support that we get, and the city of Michigan City has always been outstanding with police and fire. But really, one of the things that goes unnoticed a lot is the work that EMA does behind the scenes. Just managing safely the moving of that many people and the parking of that many people. And when you don't notice them, that's the good thing, right? Because there's no catastrophe, there's no problems, and that's because they really do a great job. And we've been fortunate enough to been able to bring them in as partners and work with them. And the golf outing that we've done in the last few years, we've been able to take some of the proceeds out of that and donate it back to them so they can do equipment and stuff of that nature that helps support them. So we're going to present a $2,000 check today to them. Would you guys like to say something, Dave or Jeff?
On behalf of our emergency management organization, I'd just like to thank everybody for your generous donation. Your group is probably one of our largest donors every year. the men and women sitting in front of you. We have about 19 members right now. They're all volunteers. They don't make any money. This donation money doesn't go to them. It goes to purchase equipment, uniforms for all the events that we work. And we work a lot of events throughout the year. Some of these guys donate over 200 hours of their time every year for these events. A lot of the events we work aren't organized, and so it's a pleasure working with your group because you're so organized and everything goes so smoothly. So we look forward to another successful event, Grand Prix this year.
Oh, that's awesome. Great partnership. We love it. Pat, would you mind getting in the picture so we can do
Well,
it?
I want them to introduce themselves so everybody knows who's here.
I am Brandel Rogers, and I am currently the assistant coordinator of the group.
Dave Pfeiffer, Radio Communications, amateur radio in Skywarn.
My name is Tom Carlson. I'm secretary, or treasurer now. Good change that position. I've been on here for about 15 years.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Pleasure.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all of you. Appreciate everything. Thank you very much for everything you do. Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, buddy. Any other board members want to jump up here and jump in the picture?
Sure. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Everybody, somebody else talk.
Yeah, the golf outing committee, why don't you get up here? You guys help raise the money.
Step aside.
Let's take them.
Come on, Mike, you're always here. Out there with me.
Gail, you want to get our picture for the,
All right, here we go. Let's take your.
Yeah, we'll be looking at it.
Here. I'm like.
Eyes left.
Just say cheese. Hamburger.
Very nice.
good deal. Thanks for being over, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, that was very confusing.
It was not. Everybody else understood it. Everybody else understood it.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Good job. Thanks, I was laughing. You should have saw me. I was. You know what?
Keep up the good work. Thank you.
You had them listed at one thing and then you had them listed at another, and then the other was less than what you looked at.
No, I didn't. Yeah. Oh, you got confused. Okay. Okay. All right.
I did.
So that brings us to our board comments. Do we have any board comments at this time with all the wonderful things that are going on? I have board comments. First of all, as Linda stated earlier, the Naomi Anderson event was really outstanding. I wasn't able to attend the reception, but I did attend the rainy, cold presentation outside. And I'm very moved. I was very impressed with Carnessa Carnes' interpretation of, she did an impression of herself as Naomi Anderson and what she was dealing with at the time, and it was very powerful. I thought, wow, got chills. So, but the whole program was wonderfully done. All the presenters there, all the speakers, and what they had to say about her, and Michigan City being fortunate to have someone like that to put a sculpture down in our park for her. So I thought that was very well done. The other thing is, I just want to make sure everyone knows about the Anthony Adams House project event being held on May 6th at Blue Chip Casino. It's Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm sure you all know the famous boxer. Back in the day, he was the best. He was the world champion. Well, he's going to be here. He has an organization tied with homeless and runaway children, and the Anthony Adams House also recognizes and is established to assist these young people that are runaways. They're runaway teens between the age, I think it's 10 and 17, or maybe 13 and 17, but they're runaways or they're homeless. So he's going to be here, and there's going to be kind of a dialogue between he and the the host and hostess of that program. So just wanted to make sure you guys know about that. It's out on Facebook and it's out on the AnthonyAdamsHouse.org. It's aa-house.org if you want to look up the website. That information is out there. And then also the Michigan City chapter of Indiana Black Expo will be hosting its second annual corporate luncheon. And I'm just going to go ahead and announce that Dr. Barbara Eason Watkins has been selected to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award from our chapter.
Nice,
so
nice.
We're going to honor her on the day. And we have some other awards that we want to present. One is a surprise. We never tell who the Community Spirit Award winner will be. And the other one is Jarrett Jones. I don't know if you guys know Jarrett Jones. He's Jerry Jones's son. And he's an international professional basketball player. He graduated from Michigan City High School. But after his season is over, he comes back every year and gives back to the youth. He has a camp. He gives scholarships to these young people out of his own personal funds. So he's going to receive our I Rise Award. So we're looking forward to that. Just wanted to give you kind of a preview. We'll get emails with attachments for that event. But just wanted to make you aware of it, and I don't have any other board comments. Anyone else? May 20th. But it's a question mark right now.
Oh, okay.
There's a little glitch there, so that's why I didn't say it, but it'll be May 20th or May 27th. Okay. Hearing nothing from anyone else, we will state that our next meeting is April 26th, 2022, and you all have a great month, and we'll see you then.
Thank you, everybody. Meeting, good deal.
All right, thanks.